Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about twin flames and tarot card readings are keeping you stuck. Okay, so the problem that I have with tarot card readings, especially if you're trying to get over someone or let's say you're trying to re-attract someone, the thing is with tarot card readings is if you watch enough of them, eventually you're going to hear the thing that you want to hear, right? So perhaps you are hoping that you're going to hear that, your ex still loves you, or this person is coming back into your life, or that person does have a crush on you, If you watch enough tarot card readings on that subject, you will eventually find the thing that you're hoping to hear. And sometimes we ignore everything else on tarot card reading videos and things like that until we find that one that does hit, lets us hear the things that we want to hear. Okay, and if you watch a lot of tarot card videos on YouTube or TikTok or wherever that you're watching them, you're going to come across the information that you're hoping to hear, right? And you're going to probably ignore the rest, okay? Because I know that I've definitely been in a place like that. I remember when I was about 18, I had a serious crush on a girl, and I would I had like an app with like tarot cards on it or something like that. I think it was an app anyway. And I think there was a website as well. I can't remember what it was called, but anyway, I would go on this website and this app, and I would keep on looking at these different tarot cards until I found the one that I was hoping to get, right? So even if it was I got all the other kind of cards and they had all the wrong messages that I didn't want to hear, I'd keep on going through that until I found the one that I wanted to hear. Okay, and I feel like that kind of stuff does keep you stuck, especially if you have that kind of mindset. Okay, because eventually you are going to find the information that you are seeking, okay, if you watch enough of those things. So tarot cards, even though, I don't know, basically, if there are some people out there that have psychic abilities, okay? All I know from my experience is that sometimes I've had weird things that have happened to me, weird, I guess you could say, psychic experiences. Let's say, a big one that happens to me is I dream about loved ones who have passed away, right? And sometimes those dreams do feel like visitations, okay? They do. But, okay, I feel like there are also a lot of frauds out there, okay, who use these things to play on people's emotions. Now, if you can find yourself a genuine medium or someone who you believe is actually authentic, then, if you want to, then go with that person, right, and trust what they say, okay, if you feel like they're authentic. But I feel like half, maybe more than half of the people on YouTube who are doing tarot readings, they're just hobbyists. They're not actually psychic or actually have the ability to be able to tap into the other realm or whatever it is, right? So I'm not completely 100% against it, but I do feel like it does keep you stuck. And if you are in that frame of mind where you are desperately hoping to find a certain kind of information, like yes, that person does like you, or yes, your ex is coming back, if you really want to find that answer, if you go through enough videos on tarot cards, you will eventually find one that does give you that message, okay? Because you're just going through a lot of videos to find that right message, you see. It's just the law of probability, but at that point, right? So if you do find, let's say, a tarot card reader who you really like, who you think it really resonates with you, then just stick to one, okay, if you're going to do that. I personally would avoid it altogether because, I don't know, I feel like tarot cards, I feel like there's some weird juju in it, okay? And I don't 100% trust everybody who I come across that does tarot card readings. But again, I don't have any psychic abilities that I know of, perhaps there are people that can tap into that, but I feel like a lot of people are just frauds, or they're just hobbyists and are just hoping to make a quick buck, basically, okay? So just be very careful with tarot card readers and things like that. I personally would try to avoid it because I feel like it does keep you stuck, okay? So let's go into the twin flame thing, okay? So learning about twin flames also keeps you stuck, okay? So I used to believe in the whole twin flame thing. I met someone after this was one of the whole things that got me actually into personal development, dating, learning about relationships and using the principles I learned so that I felt like I became at least qualified enough to actually help other people get from where perhaps I used to be to where I am now, right? And one of those people there was this girl that I really, really liked, and it was just after I broke up with, if you're familiar with my channel, then I talk a lot about a relationship, my first ever relationship with a woman who had cheated on me. Okay. Now after that relationship, I started to really like another girl, and she was also gay as well. So I thought, oh yeah, she's definitely going to go for me because we're both gay, right? But unfortunately that wasn't the case, and she didn't actually really like me that much. She was a little bit interested, but it was kind of like one of those things where those heart-wrenching kind of experiences where you feel like you've got a chance with someone, they give you a little bit of an inch, and then unfortunately it actually goes down the pan and they just become more and more distant, okay? And during that time, I genuinely believed, because I was watching a lot of YouTube at that time on twin flames, that this person was my twin flame. And, they're backing away because they're my twin flame. And that, I feel like that's one of the things with the twin flame, what qualifies as a twin flame. And one of those is, I think, is that your twin will back away at some point, right? And I feel like that's the thing that keeps a lot of people stuck with this whole twin flame thing, because they think, oh yeah, my ex has backed away from me. That woman that I was totally interested in, or that guy that I was totally interested in, is backing away from me. That must mean that they're my twin flame. Instead of actually, thinking, okay, maybe this person's just not as interested as what I am, okay? And that's the huge problem that I have with the twin flame thing. Now, I do actually believe in soulmates, but I don't necessarily believe that a soulmate is just your partner. Like, I feel like most of my family are soulmates, and anyone that comes into your life and teaches you a really big, valuable lesson, about yourself, or perhaps it's, it maybe even be a negative experience, but you learn from it. I feel like those people are soulmates. They're people that come into your life to teach you something, right? And usually, I like Dr. Wayne Dyer's take on soulmates, and he says that soulmates are the people that you can't stand, because even if, let's say, you see yourself as someone who's really relaxed, someone who's really laid back, but there's that one person who really knows how to push your buttons, that's a teacher. That's a soulmate. That's someone who's there to show you where you're still not completely aligned with your values, right? So yeah, I do believe in soulmates, but this whole twin flame thing, I think, is just another way to keep people stuck, another way to get people to buy whoever is preaching this kind of stuff's product, that kind of thing. I don't believe in the twin flame thing. I actually think it's kind of ridiculous, especially how, poor people like myself at that time, came across those videos, saw that twin flames were supposed to back away, and that reaffirmed that, oh yeah, that's, that's what's going on with me. Then this person that I really like is backing away from me. That must mean they're my twin flame and we're destined to be together, right? That's what I thought. But twin flames, I think, are totally bogus. Soulmates, on the other hand, yeah, I think there is something there with soulmates, but it might not. But soulmates don't necessarily have to be people that are romantic, okay? So here's the truth, okay? Someone that loves you or is deeply attracted to you would do all they could be to be with you, right? If someone really likes you, is really attracted to you, they will do all that they can to be with you, which is why I think the twin flame thing is totally bogus. Of course, you can argue with me if you like. If you have your own opinion on this, then please leave it down in the comments. Give me some valid proof as well, so you can really change my mind about this. But that's the reality. That's the reality that I see, right? If someone is attracted to you, they will do all that they can to be around you and to be with you. Now, of course, you might have situations where someone may be attracted to you, but they're in a relationship and they're married. Then that's the kind of situation where it's kind of like right person, wrong time, or it's one of those things where you just have to let it go and perhaps be very actually wary of that person that's suddenly become attracted to you, but they're already in a relationship, because, you know, they could be just someone who is really inauthentic and unfaithful, right? Because if they're willing to cheat on their partner or their spouse with you, then it's very likely that that's the kind of person that they are. And if you even got with that person, they would cheat on you eventually in the future, right? So that's something else to consider if you do kind of meet someone who really, really likes you, but they're actually unavailable because they're married or they're in a relationship with someone else, okay? So be very careful of those people, very. Don't fall into it, okay? Find someone who is single, who is emotionally available, who is emotionally ready to have a relationship with you right now, okay? And, you know, because that's the point. If someone is deeply attracted to you, they will not pull away from you. They will want to see you. They want to hang out with you. They want to be around you. Okay? That's the truth of it. And anyone who does anything different than that, like they back away, they start losing interest, you know, you back away as well. And if they still are attracted to you, then they'll come back. But if not, and they just keep on backing further away and you never hear from them again, then you got to let those people go. It will do the best thing for your sanity to let those people go, to not immediately go to YouTube and look up tarot card readings, or to listen to stuff and watch stuff about twin flames. Okay, the best thing for you to do from those people that back away from you is to move on and to back away as well, because if they love you and they care about you, they will come back. If they don't, you'll never hear from them again. Okay, unless they're the kind of people that just like attention. Right, but you'll be able to realize, you'll be able to tell if this person just wants attention from you by the way that they behave, right? So if someone just wants attention, and let's say they you don't hear from them for a few weeks and then they suddenly come back, ask them out on a date. Someone that just wants your attention won't go out on that date with you, and they'll never do anything physical with you and never get too intimate, and you'll definitely never end up in a relationship with them, right? They'll try to friend zone you if they just want your attention. So you've got to be very careful with those kinds of people as well. Okay, so you got to remember the first rule of dating that I talk about, right? The first rule of dating, at least it's my first rule of dating, is never pursue anyone that isn't reciprocating. Never pursue someone who isn't reciprocating, okay? Now, of course, when you're dating, first of all, you need to find out if this person is willing to reciprocate. So that's why you ask them out on a date. That's why you date them for a while. But if you can never get them out on a date and they never say yes to going out on a date with you that they know is going to be a romantic date, then you've got to not pursue that person anymore if they are not willing to do that, okay? So never pursue anyone that isn't reciprocating, that says no thank you, or they back away, or they act flaky, or they want to put you in friend zone. Never pursue those people. Okay, so what I personally believe about the spiritual is, soulmates. I believe in soulmates, but they're not necessarily romantic. I don't believe in the twin flame thing. When it comes to tarot card readings, if you are going to do that, find one and just stick to them, right? Don't watch hundreds and thousands of videos hoping to find the message that you're hoping for, like what I used to do, right? I used to ignore everything else, used to ignore what I didn't want to hear until I found the information that I did want to hear, which was, yes, they're in love with you, right? If you find one that you feel like is authentic, that really can, they really have that sort of psychic ability. But again, you got to take what they say again with a bit of grain of salt, because you never know, right? You never know if this person is just someone who wants a paycheck, okay? And they're trying to get money out of you, basically, okay? So just be careful. If you are going to, I don't watch any tarot cards, okay? I don't dive into that kind of thing anymore, because I do feel like when I did, and especially when I, had a big crush on someone, that kind of thing kept me stuck, and it kept me in my fantasies rather in reality, okay? So that's my thoughts on that. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get coaching with me and you would like my help personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. And if there's anything that you would like for me to discuss in a future video, then please leave it down in the comments. This video was requested by a viewer, so if you're also interested in that, then you would like me to make a video on a topic that you think I haven't covered, or you think that you think is important, then please leave it down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.